Hi everyone, so I thought I would bring you along with us as we are going to be turning our Fiat Ducato 2.3 into a camper van. So unfortunately we did lose the footage that I've done when we were doing the windows. So here's one of the windows we done. So that's on the sliding door. And then we have one at the back of the van. And then if I come around this side, we have one just on the side of the van as well. So these are new windows to us. Never used these ones before. We got these ones from Magnum Motorhome. And to do these, we had to get the measurement of the window, and then we made a frame around the window for it to clamp to. We then cut out the square on the van and made sure the window fitted correctly before attaching it. So these windows are a lot better than what we had in our previous van. So these ones open all the way out. So we've got 3 windows in the van. And we also have a very big skylight. So this one will be just above the bed that we're going to be putting in. And then at the front of the van we have a max fan, and this will be just above the kitchen, which the kitchen area will be here. We have these seats to put in. Picked them up quite cheap actually off Facebook Marketplace, so they just need a good clean and then they will be put in. We've started the sound deadening in the van, as you can see, but again the footage was lost for that. So I thought I'd bring you along today to show you how we are doing that. And then in the cab area, we're going to be taking all of this off, cleaning it and sound deadening it to put it back on. And then we have a plastic trim frame to go around there to tidy it up. So the first job for today is we are going to be taking off the nuts on the inside that are holding the sliding rail on, because when we had a downpour the other day we noticed there was a bit of water coming in. So what we are going to do is undo the nuts from the inside, and then on the outside we are going to put the mastic tape on, so when we do the nuts up from the inside again, hopefully it will squeeze it together. So we use this mastic tape up on both the skylights, in between the ridges of the van to help seal it all together. So I will show you. These are the little nuts that we have to get off. So let's get this started. So I've got my trusted little socket set. So and then let's try this one. So the size we're using is a 10mm. Just loosen all of them up a little bit. So that's all of the bolts off now. So we're gonna go round to the other side and see if the rail is easy to come off. Make sure there's no rust hiding behind it. If there is, we'll give it a quick clean and rub down and put some Hammerite on it whilst we've got it off. And then we're going to get our tape. We will cut it into little squares, and what we're going to do is on the other side is place a little square behind the rail, so once we come to screwing it back together, it will clamp it shut, and hopefully that will stop all the little leaks that we found. So let's go round to the other side. So here's the rail. So there we go. So as you can see, it is a bit dirty, a few little bits of rust, so I will give that a quick clean and rub down, and then we can stick a bit of Hammerite on that. So let's get cleaning. It's all clean. There are a few bits that need a bit of Hammerite on, so we've brought the red Hammerite, and the one that we got is direct to metal, so you don't need the crust at all, you just paint it straight out the tin. So let's get that and let's paint these bad bits. So this is the stuff we're using. As you can see, direct to rust, no need to prime or undercoat, and we've got the smooth red. So I'm just going, just paint these little bits. Just to protect the metal a bit more. So as you can see, we've painted all the holes and all the little marks. So now we're just gonna leave that to dry a bit. So it does say it should be dry within an hour. So let's see what else we can get up to whilst we're waiting for that. So whilst we're waiting for the paint to dry, I thought we'd come in and do some more of the sound deadening. So as you can see, we have started. So if I tap this one, and then if you come over to the side that isn't got anything on, you can hear the difference. This side's a lot more tinny than that side. So our sound deadening came from Dodo Mat, and it comes in square pieces like this. So what I'm going to do is just cut it in half, stick a piece up there, stick a piece up there, and then we will see the sound difference from this, and then I'll show you once it's on there. So that is all the sound deadening done in the back of the van now. We've taken all the panels off the doors and done behind there as well. So all that's left is up in the cab and some up here, but I'm going to have to order another box for that. So now that's done, the paint's dry on the rail on the outside. So we are going to go out and cut some little squares of the mastic tape and then get that bolted back on. So as you can see, all the paint is dry now. So I'm going to get our mastic tape, and then I'm just going to cut a square just big enough to go over the holes, and then get this bit off. And then what we're gonna do is just stick it straight over the hole like that, and then we're gonna do the same thing for all the holes going down. And then what we're gonna do, these bolts that are here, we'll push straight through the hole, and then that should seal it all around here to stop any water coming in, hopefully. So as you can see, this is all on now. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but these white bits that are down here, so that has sealed all around the bolt. So now I'm going to go inside and screw the end on. So as you can see, this is it from the inside, and what I am going to do is just go around like I've done with this one and just push it all back so I've still got the thread. So as you can see, I've pushed them all back. I've also gone round just with a bit of Sikaflex just to keep it more watertight. So I've got my 10mm socket again, and all I'm going to do is push that on there and tighten them back on. So as you can see, all the nuts are back on the bolts now. There's plenty of Sikaflex around them, so that should seal it all in. So that is going to be the end of today. Welcome to a new video, guys. So today we are going to be removing this cab liner so we can insulate it, so hopefully that would help with less condensation in the front of the cab. So to do this, we need to pop out all of these along the side, and then we have some screws there. We need to take all of the handrails off and all of the stuff under here. So I am going to try and attempt taking it off and see how easy it is. So we're going to start with using the posi screwdriver for these screws up here. So there's 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. Now we'll go over to the other side. Right, so both sides are off now, so now I have to try and get these out. So for these, I am just going to get my flathead, or you can use a trim tool. I'm just gonna put it in there and just gently get them out. So I'm gonna crack on with doing this, and I will come back to you once they're all out. So we found a little tip of the day. So if you pull these down with the screwdriver a bit, and then if you get long nose pliers, get that in between there, squeeze it, and then it comes out a lot easier. Like that. So I'm gonna carry on doing these, and then I'll come back to you with the next task. So that is the plastic bit taken off of there now. So all of these up here are all Allen keys. So I've got my little set. So we're just gonna go in. We're just gonna turn. So what's good about this bit is all the Allen key bits. So we've got some up here and then some over here. We've got some up there and then the same on the other side as this one. They all are the same end for one Allen key. So I'm gonna continue getting these off and then I will come back to you once I'm done. So these bits that sit up here and hold the sun visor in, they have these little Christmas tree things on and they are very hard to get out. So the next step, so as you can see this is dangling down already, all I done was stuck the flathead in and turned it and it just popped out. So now I'm just going to pull these out. So as you can see the wires are now out, and then up in here we have two posi screws. So I'm just gonna get my screwdriver in there and take these out. So that's all the screws and bolts out of all of this. So the only thing that's left holding it together is the door sills. So all we are going to do is pull these down. We're not going to go too far with them. And then that should all be loose, ready to come out. So as you can see we've got all the liner off now, so you can see the shelf. So up here there was 3 10mm plastic nuts that I have taken off already, and then as you can see it's now being held on by 4 Allen keys. So we're just gonna take these ones off and then we can get that shelf out. So as you can see that is everything out now, which gives us a lot more access up here so we can get this insulated and possibly carpeted. And that is how you get the lining out of a Fiat Ducato. It is tricky, so just make sure you have plenty of time to do it. So I am going to give this a wipe down with degreaser, let that dry, and then we'll see if we can get some insulation done today. But if you want to see how we do the installation on the van, you'll have to watch the next video. So I'm gonna call that a day on this. So we have taken out the cab liner and the shelf, ready for the installation. If this video was helpful, click the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!